division has gotten worse. Division has gotten worse. All right, let's get to the Bo Nix situation. Bo
Yeah.
Nix has been named starter today. This morning, Sean Payton just came out press conference, and I watched this. I don't know if you watched. So Diana Rossini has a really good podcast with Chase Daniels. It's a really good podcast. They obviously Rossini has been in the league for it seems like ever since I was watching football, and it's probably the case. And Chase Daniels obviously backup quarterback in the NFL for I think like 10 plus seasons. He was on their podcast and he was talking about Mike. He was talking about Bo Nix and his improvement from minicamp to now, and he said it's a big difference. He says he I didn't realize, but Bo Nix led the NCAA in release. So like what's the stat called when you get the ball out quick? I forget the stat, but that was the stat that he had led the league in for the past two seasons with Oregon, and his just development, right? So and obviously Bo Nix has looked great these first two preseason games, and with
Yeah.
him being named the starter, I guess what are your thoughts? What are your expectations um, for the team?
Yeah. So Bo Nix, he has looked really exceptional. Like, let's be real. In the preseason so far, total 23 of 30, right? Really good stats, a couple hundred yards there. He touchdowns, no interceptions. So he's been playing really good football. And I'm not shocked. I'm not
No,
really not. Given he had a ton of experience at college, playing with Auburn and then Oregon, obviously, right? So when you have that much experience, when you're playing in the preseason, you're not seeing like the ones on
yeah.
defense. So you're seeing stuff that you've seen before. Like no one's tried to disguise coverage yet. It should be you should look the part. And he's looked the part, right? Go
So
ahead.
there's one thing I want to add too. Sorry, Sean Payton has not been calling play calls for Bo Nix, and Sean Payton will be calling plays
So there
during
you
the
go.
season. So that's another difference I wanted to point out as well. So go ahead.
No, I didn't know that. That's good information because they're. I mean, he's making the most out of his opportunity, which is awesome, right? But I think he's not like a top 10 quarterback in the NFL. We have no clue what he is yet.
Yeah.
I think that's my point. So high praise for him right now. Looks exceptional, and he should look exceptional versus the teams that he's going against,
Yeah,
because they're not they're not doing anything that's trying
that's
to
like
trick
razzle
him. They're
dazzle.
saving that for the regular season. So uh, so there's that, and he's had so much experience that he knows what the probably he probably knows that what defense is before he
Yeah,
snaps the ball. I'm serious because he's seen so much of it, and he understands the offense. So that's cool to see. Um, my thing is this year will be a learning lesson. And Colin Cowherd, I watch him a ton. He's really high on Bo Nix, and I just want to say, calm down. Like they're in the division with Chiefs. The Raiders play defense. Like that's what they know. They're no
yeah.
defense. They're going stuck on offense, but they're going to play some defense. Bo Nix is going to get hit a few times. Like let's see how he does in the division when he's going against Chris Jones. You know, Khalil Mack, Bosa, and then you got uh, the Christian Wilkins and Crosby. Like
There's a lot of them.
it's gonna be a lot different than going against some of the guys he's going against. So uh, I expect a hard year for him, but he should show like some hopes, like some flashes, whatever.
Yeah,
Uh, and I think that's going to set him up for more success later on in his career. So does
yeah,
that make sense, or
yeah.
like what are you thinking?
No. I think I'm along the same way. Things are going to change fast. So that's why I brought up the Sean Payton calling plays thing. 'Cause I thought that was really big. I didn't point out in the beginning. Because Chase Daniels went over. He was all like, he was really cool. I'm gonna try to clip it and post it with this episode. But he was like saying he was talking at Sean Payton like calling play. He was like, let's do this, let's do gun right. Actually, let's not do that. Let's not do that. What hash should we on? What hash should we run a left hash? All right, let's do this. Let's do strong right. For blah 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 blah. And because right now he's getting plays from the OC and he's calling plays like, all right, bro, let's do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna call it on two, and that's the play. You ready? And then he calls the play. So Sean Payton's different. He's a different animal. And that was one of the things that Drew Brees had to get used to with Sean Payton was how like crazy play like just like into the game he is. Just because he's so intense. He's an intense person. Like I mean just watching him on TV, you could see how intense he is. Like he's just
Yeah,
super intense. So like obviously Bo Nix, like you said, he has the experience to back him up in terms of what he can and cannot do right now, to know what those are. But I think there's going to be some challenges that face. Like it's not going to be easy peasy. Like I'm looking at their first four games. Seattle, and his first game is going to be in Seattle. Like that's going to be tough. Like loud stadium, average.
yeah,
I would
that's gonna
say
be a good
average
one, right?
seat.
Because Sean Payton's gonna be calling those crazy plays and
Man,
being so involved, and he's in his headset trying to listen to the 12th man. Yeah, that's a
I
good
mean
point.
he
Because
did play at
Kenny,
UW last year and he lost,
yeah,
right?
but he
That
did
game,
not. Yeah,
but he
that was the game. I was high on Bo Nix. I don't know if you remember. I like Bo Nix in that game, and I said, "Oh,
Yeah, because he threw that interception, a late interception. No, it was an interception. It was
well,
a it was a conversion. It was the fourth down conversion that they didn't get at the reason why they lost that game. Oh, but he did throw an interception though that game though. But yeah, so and then after that they go back home and they play Pittsburgh, who's great defense, and then they go to the Buccaneers, who's another good defense. And then they go to the Jets, who's another good defense. So and then they go to the Raiders, who's another good defense.
yeah."
Like
And
this could
then
be
and then we go to
very
the
bad.
what I was talking about. You got Bosa. You got Bosa coming up there. Like you're man. Good luck,
Yeah,
kid.
And then
Good
and,
luck.
and, and then and then this it's not done yet. You go to the Chargers or you play at home Chargers. Then you go to the Saints. It's a tough schedule. This is a tough
Yeah.
schedule. And yeah, good luck, Bo Nix. And I would not want to be Bo Nix right now. And let's hope that he proves us wrong. But and their offensive line has improved. So but I think we're both on the same note in terms of this may not go well for Bo Nix in the first, I would say, first 8 to 10 games, which is fine. Like if they go, I mean, listen, this is not a Super Bowl team in the beginning. Like if they go 2-6, like but Bo Nix looks like a franchise quarterback or has glimpses of it being a franchise quarterback, like that's a win
Hmm.
still. That's a win still.
Yeah.
All right. Sean Payton gets signed a 10-year contract. He ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. I'm looking at this.
Um,
I don't see it. Like, if you would have told me, Joseph, like they don't get their
yeah, I don't
first
see
win
a
until
win.
they play the Panthers, I'm
Yeah,
like, okay,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know,
The only team I can see
now
them beating. Go ahead, sorry.
just so if that's the case, no, I'm just saying if that's the case, Bo Nix needs to play well enough where the Broncos aren't considering drafting at 1.1 like the kid from Georgia or Shadur Sanders or something, be like,
Yeah,
hey, we saw what you did. So
Preston
that's
Beck.
his job. His job is to show the Broncos that he's the franchise quarterback for years to come, not get replaced like the kid from the Cardinals when they lost and Kyler Murray took his job.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
What was his name? Josh Rosen,
Rosen,
right?
yeah, and I was a fan of Rosen.
I was a fan of
I like
Rosen. I think
Rosen.
we're all fans of Rosen. So,
Yeah,
thanks for him. All right, let's get to the next topic, which is the Niners. And we got a boatload of things to talk about with this Niner team. We got the Brandon Ayuk contract. We got Trent Williams contract. We got Christian McCaffrey getting paid but not playing, and which is typical for him. So I don't think anyone's worried about that. But you want to start with the Brandon Ayuk? Because I know you've been kind of itching to talk about that.
I was ready to go on a rant about Brandon Ayuk, but something hit me the other day and said, you know what? It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. He's not good enough of a player for me to get all upset about. Like he's fine. He does his job well. Great job to the schemer of all schemers to get him wide open. I just do want to say Sky Moore caught a touchdown pass in it, right in the Super Bowl. I just want to say that.
Hey, morning, yeah.
I'm not like we know Sky Moore. He's not a good player,
He's on
but he
the
caught a
he's on the
touchdown pass in
borderline
the Super
roster
Bowl.
spot.
You know, and then Just these offense. Sometimes you have offensive coordinators who can just scheme you open. I'm just like it is what it is. Like it is what it is. Like not trying to be disrespectful to Brandon Ayuk. Get your money, man. But I think even he knows. Like I'm just saying, even he knows deep down. I think that's why it's taking so long for him to make a decision. So I think even he knows I'm not that guy. Because if he was that guy, I'll tell you, if he was
True,
that
true.
guy, Joseph, he would have gone to the Patriots and said, Drake May, let's go. Pay me the 30, whatever, $35 million a year, and I'll show them that, I'm a number one. Like, but somewhere
Yeah,
he's like, he's
there's
deep
doubt.
down, he knows I'm just saying, there's a reason. Like he's hesitant. And that's why he wants to go to the Steelers probably too, because he's like he can hide in George Pickens' shadow. Because George Pickens ain't going to be like, because George Pickens, right? We all know him. He's not going to be the guy who's like, oh, I'm the number two now.
No, he's in. I'm number
He
one.
basically kicked Deontay Johnson out.
Yeah. I think I in the beginning of this, I was like Team Ayuk. I was like, this guy, he's putting the same numbers or similar numbers as other receivers who are getting paid this offseason. Just pay him what they're getting paid. And the Niners have been offering him what they've been getting paid. But he wants more. All right. So I think Ayuk, this is his first time being a free agent, but this better be his last time trying to pull this mess with the
Has he
Niners
signed
or with
yet, by
any
the way?
team. He has not signed. He has not signed. As of today, he has not signed a contract. He met with the Niners and John Lynch yesterday, and John Lynch has met with Ayuk probably 10 times this offseason, like in person. Like I guess earlier this year he had to cancel his vacation or leave his vacation early to meet with him. Like he's been that much of a pain in the butt. And I think with Brandon Ayuk, we are just seeing a sense of NFL owners need to get a hold of these NFL players. There's too many holdouts happening right now. Too many guys think they should be getting played. Like Michael Judon got or Micah Judon got traded to Atlanta. He wants a new contract. Hassan Reddick got traded and he still didn't get paid, which is I don't know why the Jets did that.
I don't know why. Yeah, that was a weird one.
But anyways, all these teams, all these guys are wanting to get paid, and these teams are like, no, we're not going to pay you. Like, we don't want to pay you. You're not that good. You're not that guy, right? So we got to figure something out with these all pro rankings and Pro Bowls and Super Bowl catches, and just figuring everything out in terms of what they need to do to make sure that everybody's getting their bread. I think I think Brad Ayuk, he's in a worse situation because he sees that Purdy's probably going to get paid next. So he wants to catch that, before Purdy gets traded. And obviously, Debo is going to get traded. But I was listening to Belichick on Pat McAfee's show yesterday. And he was saying how um, I never, we never discussed contract terms with like if you had 2 years left on your deal, we just wouldn't discuss it. Like I don't want you coming to my office talking about your money. Like when you have 1 year on your deal, yeah, we'll talk. Like Brandon Ayuk's situation right now, he has 1 year on his deal, so this is probably a situation where he would have talked, but he would have not let this. He basically said he would have not let this stress into into the training camp about to be into the season. So.
Yeah.
I mean, let's hope this gets resolved. Listen, I'm done talking about this topic until he gets paid. So I just wanted to give you your time to see if you had anything to say, in addition to what we've already
No,
said.
the,
But
the only other thing I want to add, Joseph, is the fact that the Niners again showed that they can't draft. I tried telling people they're an overrated franchise for drafting. Everyone thinks that the greatest. They get saved a lot in their late round picks, a la Purdy. Like, but the early picks, I mean, there's a lot of AJ Jenkins out there,
I think we talked
um,
about this last year
right?
actually.
Yeah.
This
So
is this is a
like
topic.
and they did it again, guys. They did it again. Ricky Pearsall.
The
So
guy's hurt.
if, if
Yeah,
Ricky Pearsall was
let's switch
playing,
to him. Let's switch to him.
if Ricky Pearsall was playing, they could tell Ayuk, hey, go back, go away or go to practice or something. But the fact that he hasn't been practicing, like, because he's been hurt, like he this is a good opportunity for Pearsall to go in there and take the
Yeah.
job, but he can't do it.
Well,
Waste
I
of the
think
draft.
I, I think this is something that I think we're figuring it out, but it's getting to the point where we don't know we don't know what's going on. We don't know if it's his shoulder. We don't know if his lower body like what's going on. And like my biggest thing is why are the Niners being so secretive on it? Like, is it something that like happened? Because I guess this injury happened outside of football. This is a non-football related injury, so that's why
Oh
he
wow, I
had
didn't know.
start. Yeah, they started him out not on the IR, but like a non-football contact injury list that they have. But yeah, this guy is weird. I don't know what's going on because Keon Coleman's playing, right? All these other first round picks are playing, and Niners could have drafted a lot of those guys.
Yeah,
I had them. I think they traded up for this guy. I want to say, I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure they did. Xavier Leggett's playing. Like all these guys are playing. So like, what's the reason for this freaky Purcell guy not playing? And to your point, like who's gonna take that job from Brandon Ayuk if it's not Ayuk, right? So like football is weird because it seems like nobody's playing their guys besides the Chiefs. Like, am I right there?
yeah. It
And it's
seems like
just
it.
so
I
weird.
saw, I saw. The Steelers played their people. Um, and oh my god, that looks like a train wreck.
The
That
Steelers. I don't
that
even want to talk
the
about them.
Steelers.
They
Yeah,
they
I
they may
mean,
go winless.
they hyped up Justin Fields, and I'm like, dude, this is the same guy. He can't see. He's like, you know, he's
He's
like
like
me on
Kyler
Madden.
Murray. He's
I
like
can only see
Kyler
the left side
Murray.
of the field in Madden. I don't even turn right. I just look at the left side of the screen on Madden. I'm not gonna
He's
lie.
like
You play me,
he's like
just go to the left.
he's,
The left.
he's like a
That's what he
poor
looks.
man's Kyler Murray. Like really is.
He's no. Kyler Murray's legit. This dude has
No, I'm saying he's
the
a
only
poor
talent
man's
he
Kyler Murray.
has is he runs.
That's what I'm
He's
saying. He's a
Terrell
poor
Pryor.
man's Kyler Murray. I'm just saying.
He's Terrell Pryor. That's
Terrell
who he is.
Pryor.
Actually, he's worse than Terrell Pryor.
Terrell
I
Pryor
think
was
Terrell Pryor is
good.
better.
Yeah,
I think
Terrell
Terrell
Pryor
Pryor
was
is better.
good. Obviously we're not saying that Terrell Pryor is like an all pro player in relation to Justin
No,
Fields.
that's what I'm saying. I'm
Yeah.
saying he's that bad. It's like I'd rather see Terrell Pryor. I'm sorry.
Uh,
I'm over Justin Fields already.
one last thing on the Niners before we head out for the day. Brock Purdy played, and which is very weird. Kyle Shanahan said that Brock Purdy wanted to play, so that's why he let him play. Kyle, I'm telling you
He's
right
hearing
now,
the noise.
like this guy does not need to play in the preseason. Brock Purdy does not need to play in the preseason. Like that game against the Saints, it made him look like a fourth string quarterback trying to get his
He
job.
is. He's
Like,
not. He's not good.
and this
He's
falls
he's
right into Zachary's
he's
trap.
he's Voltron. I'm just saying he's Voltron. Like when all the pieces come together, he's legit. But if you take away Trent Williams, if you take away Debo, if you take away, and there's, it's not a slight to him. I gotta slow it out because it may sound like I'm attacking him. It's not. He is a product of his environment, like a lot of quarterbacks are. Like Tua. Tua's a lot better now with Tyreek Hill. Not a slight to Tua, but Tyreek Hill and helps him out a lot. So that's all it is. And he's when you take away one of his pieces, he's just loses it.
Yeah,
So they just got to make sure everyone's there.
I think the thing with Brock Purdy is you can see is he is definitely not a Ferrari, right? He's not a flashy guy. He's not gonna draw your attention. But when he's surrounded by other Ferraris, that's where he goes. Like he's gonna go fast and he's gonna drive, and everybody's gonna look at those Ferraris around the corner, right? He's like by himself, he's a
Do you
beat
think
up
he's a
Ferrari.
Ferrari?
No,
Or
I'm
you
saying
think
by
he's a
himself,
Ferrari?
I'm saying by himself, he's a beat up Ferrari. But if he's around other Ferraris, he's gonna shine. And that's I think it may be a bad analogy. I may need to work on my analogies here. But I think Brock Purdy is a guy who is great around other players, but a good quarterback just in general. Like you look up top quarterbacks in this league, Justin Herbert, Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, like they're good. Like Mahomes is on a different stratosphere. Just Allen different
Yeah,
stratosphere,
let's get
right?
those guys out. Because
But
I think Burrow's a
but
product of his environment.
well, yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Like
When it comes to
without Chase,
Burrow,
he
when
wasn't
it
he
comes
wasn't nothing
to
without Chase. I'm sorry.
I agree. When it comes to
I'm not
Burrow,
trying to be disrespectful. It is what it is. Look at the
no,
numbers.
I agree. When it comes to Burrow, when it comes to Herbert, to all these guys are only good as their team is, right? That's what they're proving, and I think
But it's
that's
not a bad thing. It really
it's not
isn't. It really isn't.
it's not.
It's not like I'm saying they're Derek Carr. Like you can give Derek Carr the same. You can give Derek Carr Jamar Chase and it's useless.
I think Saints fans
He's
are
still going to
are
check down.
Saints fans were happy with Derek Carr last year, and before the season started, obviously, and they see what Raiders fans have been dealing with for the past 8 to 10
I don't.
years.
I don't know what they loved about him. The guy, he's afraid. He
So
plays like Aaron
guess what
Rodgers,
is
but he's
guess
less
what is
talented.
did you watch the game? Did you watch the game against the
No,
Niners, the preseason game? Guess
I
guess
don't
what the
watch.
stats were.
I don't watch
Guess
anything
what the
Derek
stats
Carr.
were. Just guess what the stats were. Just guess.
I don't know. 1 and 5.
7 of 8. He threw for 7 of 8. Guess how
Oh,
many?
seven
Guess how
eight.
many yards?
Okay, so
Guess
he
how many
threw for
yards?
like 32 yards or something.
It was like 46. It was like 45,
Uh,
44 yards. Yeah,
and I picked up
dude,
Alvin Kamara in fantasy because I know it's checked down. We're
yeah,
10 catches, 17 yards.
we know what we're getting from him. So, all right, guys, that's all the time we got today. So, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for checking us out. This will be posted on tonight or on Thursday, depending on when it gets chopped up and edited. And then yeah, from there. Appreciate the love, support. Please like, subscribe, tune in, share this with your friends, and comment what your thoughts are. Thank you. Thanks, Zach.
Later.